Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Zara Sayaputri with NPM 244122028. In this video, I will explain about form of business organization. Definition of business organization. A business organization is a structure or entity formed by individuals or groups to carry out business activities with the primary goals of earning profit, meeting consumer needs, and achieving growth and sustainability. A business organization manages the division of tasks, authority, and relationships among parts of the company to ensure operations run effectively and efficiently. Factors affecting the choice of business organization. Before choosing a form of business organization, several factors need to be considered, including 1. Business scale. Small businesses typically suit sole proprietorships because they are easy to establish and manage, while large businesses tend to choose limited liability companies or public corporations. 2. Capital available. The amount of capital available determines the type of organization that can be formed. For example, limited liability companies require more capital than sole proprietorships. 3. Risk level. If the business risk is high, organizations with limited liability, such as limited liability companies, are recommended to protect the owner's personal assets. 4. Number of owners. If the business is run by one person, a sole proprietorship is suitable. If there are multiple owners, partnerships or limited liability companies may be chosen. 5. Business objectives. Whether the primary goal is profit, social purposes, or a combination will influence the choice of business organization. Types of business organizations. 1. Sole proprietorship. A sole proprietorship is a business owned and run by one individual. The owner has full control and is personally responsible for all obligations and risks. It is easy to establish without complicated procedures or high costs. Advantages include quick setup, flexible decision-making, and full ownership of profits. However, disadvantages are unlimited personal liability, limited capital, and difficulty in raising large funds. 2. Partnership. A partnership is a business owned by two or more people who agree to run the business together and share profits and losses. There are general partnerships. All partners have full liability, and limited partnerships. Some partners have liability limited to their investment. Partnerships benefit from combined capital and expertise, but carry risks of conflicts and unlimited personal liability for general partners. 3. Limited Liability Company, LLC. An LLC is a legal entity separate from its owners, shareholders. Shareholders' liability is limited to their investment. LLCs have clear organizational structures with directors and commissioners. Advantages include easier access to capital through share sales, legal protection, and business continuity independent of individual owners. However, establishing an LLC requires more complex procedures, higher costs, and strict regulations. 4. Public company. A public company's shares are traded on the stock exchange, allowing it to raise large amounts of capital from the public. Shareholders have limited liability according to their shareholding. Advantages include significant capital access and high stock liquidity, but the company must comply with strict market regulations and face shareholder pressures and stock price fluctuations. 5. Cooperative. A cooperative is a business organization owned and operated by its members to improve their welfare. Profits are distributed based on members' participation or contribution. Cooperatives emphasize economic democracy and social solidarity. Their advantages include direct member control and fair profit sharing, but management can be complex and less efficient if members are inactive. 6. Nonprofit organization. Nonprofit organizations do not aim to make profits, but focus on social, educational, religious, or humanitarian goals. Funding usually comes from donations, grants, or contributions. Their strength lies in community service focus, but they face challenges due to limited funds and donor dependency. 7. Franchise. A franchise is a business model where the brand owner, franchisor, grants rights to another party, franchisee, to operate using the franchisor's brand, system, and support. Franchises grow quickly with lower risk for franchisees by using proven business models. However, franchisees must pay royalties and adhere to strict franchisor rules. Conclusion. The form of a business organization determines how the business is managed, responsibilities are assigned, and profits are shared. The choice should align with the business's goals, capital, risk level, and number of owners. Common forms include sole proprietorships, partnerships, limited liability companies, cooperatives, and franchises. Each has its advantages and disadvantages. Understanding these forms helps entrepreneurs select the right structure to run an effective and growing business. That's all the explanation from me. Thank you for watching this video.